Welcome everyone. I have an exciting flip through to share with you. This is Cute Fairytales, Princess and Fables coloring book by Selena Fenech. So this is one of her newer books out. So as we flip it over, we get 25 images, so 2 of each. There are doubles included in this book, so 50 pages but 25 images. Some of her other cute books. I do have her fairy tale book as well, so I was excited for this cutesy version. I was a little hesitant at first because sometimes if they are too easy or too simple for me, I struggle with them, but I felt like these had a good amount of detail. They're not super intricate, but they're not big wide open spaces to eat up a lot of markers and pencils and things either. So see more art from selenafenech.com, all that good stuff about copyright. And then we get started. So we start with Cinderella, and on this page over here it kind of tells you we have Cinderella, a young woman for the poorest and most unfortunate circumstance. So you get a little bit about the fairy tale here. So technically they are single-sided if you're not too worried about the words on the back. They are not perforated, and as you can tell by the amount of shadowing, it is Amazon, very thin paper. Noticed flipping through the book earlier, so here we have Snow White. They don't have backgrounds necessarily, so there's like a lot of, so if you're not into backgrounds, that's great, but if you are, just be aware that the paper is thin if you do watercolor or any type of wet media that might warp your paper. Rapunzel. Hansel and Gretel. So this is a German fairy tale. I do appreciate that she puts the country they are from, and I do like that they are named because while I know a lot of fairy tales, some of them I have not heard of before. I have to do a little research and kind of look into them and see what all they're about. But there's Aladdin. He would be fun with like a bright galaxy, light blue, Milky Way kind of background. Little Red Riding Hood, so she's a European fairy tale. Vasilisa the Wise, so she is a Russian fairy tale, and like this one I wouldn't have known. I think she also has this one in her adult fairy tale, like the more realistic fairy tale book, but I am not familiar with this one. So the little house with the legs and things, I wouldn't have known what that was. So that's where I do appreciate the little text blurb, just kind of a quick once over of what they're about. East of the Sun and West of the Moon is a Norwegian fairy tale. So again, that is another one. I would have colored it very winter style, but I wouldn't have actually known the fairy tale that went with it without looking it up. The 12 Dancing Princesses. So I have heard of this one. I would have to look it up to see if they're supposed to wear specific colored dresses, but to me this is really screaming nice rainbow color wheel kind of feel going on, so that is probably what I'll do with mine. Snow White and Red Rose is a German tale with no connection to the other Snow White character. So same name but different girls. Snow White and Rose Red are sisters on this one. They are visited throughout winter by a friendly bear. Very cute. Goldilocks and the Three Bears. So again, we got Mama Bear, Papa Bear, and Baby Bear. Jack and the Beanstalk is the English fairy tale. And I don't see an egg, but somewhere in the fairy tale they trade their cow for magic beans and they get a goose that lays golden eggs. Sleeping Beauty. And see, so it's not like overly whelming or intricate, but it's, you know, not super easy either. Her girls are very cute. It is a thicker line work. So, the Princess and the Pea. Sorry, sliding around here. There's a little pea hiding under there. The Little Match Girl, so another one I haven't heard of. The Elves and the Shoemaker, a German fairy tale. And I'm not going to read the whole little blurb because I feel like that would take forever. But it is fun to kind of know what they are and where they're from. There is a wide variety, which is neat too. Wild Swans. I haven't heard of that one either. Apparently I need to look in the Hans Christian Andersen fairy tales, because there's quite a few of those in here that I have not heard of. So Puss in Boots, the Italian tale. He is a very handsome, dapper fellow in that picture. The pages are sticking together. The Little Mermaid, so again, Hans Christian Andersen tale. Very cutesy little picture of the mermaid. I have no idea how to say this one. Scheherazade, the storytelling character from the Middle Eastern tale of 1001 Nights. Scheherazade. So it'd be fun to do in like a Middle Eastern kind of color palette to look up their princesses and see. Thumbelina, also Hans Christian Andersen. She's got her little butterfly on a leash. The Frog Prince is a German tale. That's super cute too. His little grin. Rumpelstiltskin. Snow Queen, again, the Hans Christian Andersen tale. And then your second set of pages begins here. So when designing my books, I decided to print them with 2 copies of each design. So, you know, you can do one in pencil, one in marker if you make a mistake. So I'm not going to go through because they are all exactly the same. There is that. So there is our cute little flip through of Cute Fairy Tales, Princess and Fables coloring book by Selena Fenech. Hope you enjoyed the flip. I am excited to start this one, so hopefully you will see a page or at least a whip in my completed pages for the month. I hope to see you next time. Thanks for watching, and again, if you are interested, I will link it down below.